Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Final Fantasy Part 1 for the NES. So let's do a quick status check here. So it looks like we're level 10. I have the Pure spell, which is a level 4 spell. And I have Fire 2 and Ice 2. So before I leave to go to the undead, I don't know what you call it, the swamp mine or whatever it's called, I'm going to check on some spells. Hey, Sir Percival, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good evening to you. Alright, let's see here. So this is black magic. I already have Fire 2. I don't know if these are any good. Not doing bad, huh? Yeah, I'm doing good. Let me look again. So I can cast 3 level 3 spells and 2 level 2 or level 4. Oh, I guess the other thing I should check. I keep hitting the wrong button. Let's see. Item. So I have 9 heals and 5 pures. 1 cabin. Percy says light 2 is worth getting. Hold is okay, but definitely not essential. And then lock 2 is broken. Let's take a look at these level 4 spells real quick. I already have Pure. So there's Fear, Anti-Ice, and Anti-Mute. I know I'm not going to be getting these. And Fear, I don't know. Don't know what it does or if it's even workable. Sleep 2, Fast, Confusion, and Ice 2. Alright. Let's just go ahead and get Lightning 2. Ah! I always hit select instead of start. Okay, so we have light 2. Percy says the only other level 4 white magic perhaps worth getting is anti-ice. Fear and anti-mute are near worthless. Okay. I didn't check out the level 3 white. Let's check those out. Cure 2, Harm 2, Anti-Fire, and Heal. I think I have Heal. Harm 2 may be worth it where I'm going, right? Because I'm going to an undead place. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I have Harm 2. I don't have Heal. Okay. I'm gonna get Heal. Or is it Cure 2? Which one do I want? How do I know what the difference is? I know one, somebody said heals multiple party members. Okay, he says get Cure 2. Alright, so we got Cure 2. I think I'll buy one more cabin. Let me buy one more cabin. And then we'll head out to that crazy undead mine. Heal restores about 20 hit points to all allies. Oh yeah, that's not very good, is it? Okay, cabin. I'm wondering if I should have one of those soft potions. I don't have any. Let me get a soft potion before I head out there. I'll do a tiny bit of grinding to get that. Anti-fire will be useful later, Percy says. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the heads up. Let's get just enough to get one to get rid of the stoning effect. Ah, these don't give much money. Oh, 100. That's more than I thought. Percy says, as for level 4 Black Magic Fast, this game's version of Haste from D&D is the one you want besides Ice 2. Confusion is decent. Sleep 2 isn't that good. Okay. Wow. Lightning 2 did 116 damage. As low as 38. So it seems pretty varied. Let's see. 825. That's enough, but I need to stay at the end also. So I need just a little more. There we go. This will give us what we need. Oh, killed him instantly. Sleep 2 is supposed to be stronger than Sleep. Level 1, but you found it isn't any better. And unlike Sleep, it only targets one enemy? Oh, weird. Yeah, that's pretty lame, isn't it? Okay, now we can get a soft potion. Just in case we end up... I'm assuming that means when you get petrified by a monster, like turning into stone or something. Okay. Time to go. Ah. Doggone it. Well, I'll use my spell here and then go back and rest again. Some things I can get away with not using spells, but this would take too long. It's like the AD&D gold box games. You always use a fireball spell to take out 50 orcs. Okay. We'll see how far I can make it without having to use much magic. I may have to use a cabin when I get there, and then use a cabin when I get out. This one I should be able to kill with just weapons. Fire 2 is supposed to be Fireball, and actually Lightning 2 is Lightning Bolt. Notice that they're all level 3 spells. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah. That's wrong. Doggone it. So I guess Ice 2 is supposed to be like Ice Storm. Although in D&D, Ice Storm doesn't level up as you level. I think it just does 3 to 30 damage. It has a fixed amount of damage, whereas Fireball and Lightning Bolt does 1d6 damage for every 2 levels. Which was always goofy. The only advantage that Ice Storm had was it could get past Globes of Minor Invulnerability if a mage casts that. Wow, my monk got 4 hits there. Well, in this I guess they're called Black Belt. Wasn't it down here somewhere? I was already here once. I don't remember. Oh, it's a Groger. The green giant ogre. That was a lot of gold. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, I need to use cabin. Save, push A. Okay. Alright, let's see. Last time I went down, let's go up. I'm always gonna go right. Basically like our right hand is on a wall. Oh, monster strike first. Darkness. Percy says, yeah, giants and ogres drop a lot of gold in this game. Oh, Dominic's here. Hey, Dominic, how are you doing? I'm going to try harm 2 on these. Oh, that doesn't restore magic? Oh. The cabin does not restore magic. Oh, the blind darkness status is broken? Oh, wow. That's pretty funny. Wow, Harm 2 really destroyed those. You doing pretty good, Dominic? Yeah, I'm doing great. Oh, you need a house to restore magic. Okay. Dang. Muck. Ooh, treasure chest. Monster strike first. Percy says the muck is supposed to be gray ooze. Oh, okay. I think I could probably kill these without using spells. And the scum is supposed to be green slime. Okay. Oh. So these take reduced damage. Okay, I see what's going on here. Well, I still can probably kill these. Let's do this. Let's focus all of our attacks on one of them. We'll see how many hit points they have. Looks like I'm doing 1 damage per attack. But they're only doing 1 damage to me also. Your mind's choppy tonight, Percy? No worries at all. You're just overly excited to get to see some Final Fantasy 1. Ooh, there we go. Good old critical hit. Get a see a noob. Well, I did beat this when I was a kid, but I haven't played it for, oh my gosh, how long's that been? Probably 31 years maybe. I haven't played this. So I feel like a complete noob. And I think I'm confusing it also with Final Fantasy, I don't know, 3 or something? Because I remember one where there's a spell called Bane, which was like a poison gas spell. And that's what I thought was in this game. So I think I'm thinking of a different one. I didn't know these poison you. Oh, so this does have the Bane spell. Okay. Alright, I'm thinking of the right one then. It's supposed to be Cloud Kill. Yeah, but from what I remember, it's a lot more powerful than Cloud Kill in D&D. Because Cloud Kill in D&D was really lame. Like, it had a very limited... I think if you were over, what? If you had 6 hit dice or more, it wouldn't have any impact. If I remember right, Bane in this game can kill some pretty substantial monsters. I used to love using that. Okay, let's see here. Pure. Okay. It's a chance of instant death to all enemies. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. That was a fun one. That's why I named this guy Bane. A large something. What was that, sword? Large. It's a knife. Well, YOLO's not going to be able to use that because it's a white mage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, I could sell it. Oh, that's weird. It says nothing there, but I can't walk there. Zombies and ghouls. Okay, we'll kill the ghouls first. Yeah. The tile counts as a wall. Oh, okay. Wow, Bane, critical hit. Nice. Oh, the one that was going to cast this spell got paralyzed. Okay, killed it anyway. Nice. Well, it just saved myself from using the Harm 2 spell up. That's cool. Alright. Let's do one more. There we go. This area is dangerous. Come on, Bat. Oh, you're gonna make me walk all the way around, aren't you? Uh-oh. More scum. Alright, so if these are green slime, I don't know if they're anything like the real D&D, but let me think for a minute here. I think Fireball hurts green slime. Ooh, wow, yeah, 102 damage. 176. 174, wow. $680 gold. Okay, now we're gonna go right again. Oh, I've already been here. Okay. Interesting. Wait a minute. I don't think so. I'm really confused now. Wow, this is interesting. It shows Arachnid above Scum in the bottom box, yet on the view up the top, they're opposite. Huh. There we go, critical hit. I don't know how you could critically hit a green slime, but hey, I'll take it. I'm gonna go back and look at that other chest, because I don't remember coming down to this spot. Hey there, King Klania, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? He says, maybe the chest was just empty, but the other's not. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna check. I suspect you're right. I'm definitely going to use some magic here. Let's do Ice 2. I like the little ice special effect on the monster. The like bluish whitish sparkles. 222 gold. 620 gold, okay. Oops. I don't need to cure DF. Okay. So we exhausted this level. There's nothing else here. Unless there's a hidden door somewhere. Oh, here we go again. Zombies and ghouls. These are dangerous. Let's use our Harm 2. Nice. That paralysis by those ghouls is what's scary. Wow, I did not need to use it. My black belt and fighter's doing so much damage now. Okay, what I'm going to do now is play it safe. I'm going to go out and use a cabin, save the game, go back to town, come back with full magic since I just cleaned out that other step up because I don't want to end up dying and having to redo all that. Percy says Yellow can probably take out the zombies and ghouls with a harm. Oh, a single harm, you mean? Not the harm 2? I'm afraid the zombies I'm not scared of at all, but those ghouls, where they paralyze you, that's super scary. Alright, let's save it with cabin. Now we'll go back and rest. Yeah, thanks for that reminder, Percy. That's why I'm going to go back to town now. But now I have it saved. So if I were to somehow die on the way back, at least I have a saved game. But I'm sure I'll be fine making it back. Yeah, I'm just playing conservatively so I don't end up losing my stuff. I've played enough games where you die on the way back and you have to redo it all. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather spend a little more time being conservative with it. Alright. Oh, I got poisoned. Okay. Pure. There we go. Oh, thanks, King Klania. 8-Bit says, oh, hey, 8-Bit, how you doing? He says, I recently finished this game again, but it was the GBA remake. The Game Boy Advanced remake? Is it different? Like, was it a different compiled program? Or did they just, like, recompile it for the Game Boy Advance? 8-Bit says, yeah, Game Boy Advance. A lot different and much easier. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that it was on the Game Boy Advance. I played Final Fantasy Legends, I think Part 2 maybe? I thought that's what it was called. On the regular Game Boy. Many, many years ago, and I really loved that. Percy says, yeah, Game Boy Advance is a nice graphical and gameplay upgrade, but it's too easy. They replaced the original music system with plain... Oh, the original magic system with plain magic points. Okay. It's also on the PlayStation. Is that PSP? Wait a minute, what's PSP stand for? Isn't it SPS? Sony PlayStation? Or is... 8-Bit says PlayStation 1 and PlayStation Portable. Oh, that's what PSP is? PlayStation Portable? I've never heard of that. Interesting. King Kalenia says Final Fantasy Legends 2 was phenomenal. Yeah, I remember getting monsters in the party. I thought that was awesome. I love any game that lets you get monsters in your party. So much fun. Percy said there's also bonus content in the Game Boy Advanced PSP Dawn of Souls. Hey, Pitlord, welcome. How are you tonight? Pitlord said there's ROM hacks to make Final Fantasy 1 Game Boy Advance harder. Oh, and Shot's here. Welcome, Shot. How are you doing? I haven't made it through your Curse of the Azure Bonds review yet, but I was excited to see that one. It was up there. The Amiga version, which I know nothing about. Curse of the Azure Bonds is such a good game. At least on the PC. Hopefully the Amiga one's good too. Okay, we made it back. Now we can rest. I might be able to get a house now. 8-Bit says, I was a kid when I had Final Fantasy Legend 2. So I had a weird party and never equipped anything. I somehow was able to make it past the second major boss fight in the game. That's pretty funny. Shot says, I compared the Amiga and the DOS version side by side at one point in the video. Oh, cool. Nice. Yes, we're buying a house. Boom. Okay, let's also get a cabin. And some more pure potions. Okay, nice. That was a good trip. So now when we get back, we have a house in case we want to restore magic and hit points. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to be conservative with my magic for now. I want to try to make it back to this place without using any. Or at least not much. $13 damage. Wow, that was lame. Shot says, oh, Michael's here. Welcome, Michael. How are you tonight? Michael says, I never realized you could buy a house in this game. Can't wait until you get to the next part about filing your taxes. That's funny. Yeah, Percy told me that the house restores your magic points, or your spells. They're technically not magic points, but... So I'm like, oh man, that's totally worth it. Because the cabins don't do that. Wow. Still didn't kill him. You're well, glad to hear that, Michael. Shot says, that's cool. I always thought that was a good element in Might Magic 4 and Might Magic 7? That you got your own castle. Yeah. Finally it means something in these games. Yeah. Yeah, the little castle. Might Magic 4, I remember that. Ooh, scorpions. I think I will use some magic on these. I guess light, maybe? I don't know. Oh, 64 damage. Wow. Man, these are tough little suckers. Poisoned, of course. Wow, Lee, you're almost dead. I guess I'm gonna have to use my house. Let's use Cure 2. I think I can kill him with weapons now. Hey, Zendertaker, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You deeply appreciate including a black belt. Underrated DPS. Yeah, we'll see how they do late in the game. I'm not sure if you've attended my other streams or not, but I beat this game about 30 years ago and I haven't played it since, so I'm pretty noobish with what to do here. Let's see. We're gonna cure poison. Actually, since I'm gonna use my house, let's cast our Pure. Thank you, Zendertaker. There we go. Let's go ahead and cast some cures real quick. Since the house in theory is going to restore my magic, might as well do that. Easier than Ultima? Yeah. Yeah, I assume you're talking about Ultima Exodus. I think there were 2 Ultimas on the NES. Percy says, Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior 1 through 3 were my stepping stones to games like Ultima 3 and 4, the NES ports. Yeah, I beat all 3 Dragon Warriors also. I did not beat Ultima Exodus. I never did figure out where I was supposed to go back in the day. Yeah, the NES Ultimas are just so different. Very cutesy. Alright, here we go. We're going to use the house. Save and recover magic, push A. Oh yeah. Nice. We got all of our magic back. Okay, so now we know to just go right down this direction. Hitlord says Dragon Quest III is the only JRPG I've replayed multiple times. Oh, these are the ones that just blind you. Percy says, of course, as a young lad, I was completely overwhelmed by the complexity of Ultima, Might Magic, Wizardry, and the Bard's Tale. Yeah, those were all tough ones. Zendertaker says, Japan really loved the Wizardry almost more than the West. Yeah, absolutely. And Shot says, no JRPG stepping stones for him. I got punched in the face by CRPGs and I liked it. That's funny. Yeah, I started with, gosh, what did I start with? I started with them all at about the same time. Zelda really wasn't a JRPG, but, you know, it's a pretty primitive RPG, so I'm going to throw it in the classification of JRPG. So I started with Zelda, The Bard's Tale Part 1, Wizardry 5, all at about the same time. And, let me think, Ultima 6 wasn't that far after that. All the gold box games about the same time. I think Pool of Radiance was 88. So it's about the same time. Is this a dead end? It is. Okay. But yeah, out of all those, I mean, and I started with Might and Magic 1 about the same time. Yeah, all those were coming out right about the same time. It's just amazing how many were coming out. Sounds like some super fun times, Undertaker. Yeah, they absolutely were. Percy says, I never played Dragon Warrior 4 back in the day, but it was pretty late NES release. Actually, let's do a harm. Oh, I forgot harm hits all the enemies. I was thinking it only hit one of them. Wow, okay. Pitlord says, have played one of those console wizardry games. I played Wizardry 5 on a console just for a little bit, just to try it out and compare it to the PC version. I did not like it. The PC one was so much better in my opinion. In general, that, you know, on computers, RPGs are a lot better because there's a lot more inputs with the keyboard and everything. Undertaker says, Labyrinth of Lost Souls. No, I have not played that. That's the Japanese one that it's so different than the traditional wizardries. I watched some videos of it. It does not appeal to me. Yeah, it didn't look anything like Wizardry 1 to me. It was totally different. Percy says his path from action to RPGs went Super Mario Brothers, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Faxanadu, Dragon Warrior, and Final Fantasy. Yeah, with anime girls. Yeah, I can't get into that for wizardry. Pitlord says, I mean original wizardry games, not ports or remakes. Yeah, I played Wizardry 5, like I said, on the NES. Just to play with it and see what it was like and compare it. And I didn't like it as much as on the PC. Oh, Gauntlet's here. Hey, Gauntlet, how are you? I'm pretty sure I've already been here. Yeah, that's... Oh, they go first? What the... Sheesh! These things hit way too hard. You know what? I have potions. Oh, you can't use... Oh, it's drink. Drink, heal. Pitlord says, Wizardry Gaiden 4... Throb of the Demon's Heart on the SNES looks like normal wizardry. Never heard of that. That's a weird name. And Shot says, I know the Earthbound fanboys who supposedly love the series do their best to say don't play the NES original because it's too hard. That game is fantastic. The SNES one is too easy. You fell asleep. You catch up from the week. Doing good here, Gauntlet. Man, you don't get much gold from those. Okay. I'm gonna use my potions before my spells. There we go. Oh, wrong button. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sheesh. Let's use ice 2. Percy says, funny you mention anime because when I play games like Dragon Warrior 1, never imagined the game as having an anime aesthetic since the North American box art wasn't anime. And Michael says, I thought Earthbound on NES was okay. It was just long. I stopped after about half. And Pitlord says, Wizardry Gaiden 4 on SNES is an original game, not a Wizardry 4 port. It's good and there's an auto map too. Yeah. As the games became more anime looking, you began to lose interest, Percy. You don't have an issue with anime and manga, but just don't relate. Yeah, I gotcha. Everything starts looking the same to me. There's no real diversity in how the characters look and stuff. It's just kind of lame. Let's see here. Okay. You still played JRPGs, and some, like Xenogears, are excellent in their own right, Percy says. I think I made it down here. Did I not open this though? Yeah, I already opened that. I feel like I went in a lot of these rooms already. Ooh, these are different. Let's do a harm too. I just don't know what I'm dealing with here. Actually, have him attack this. Pitlord says, yeah, anime characters kind of look all the same sometimes. And Zendertaker says, careful, dude. Percy, I have seen anime of very high quality, but the aesthetic just doesn't do much for me. Old top-down 2D JRPGs looked less anime than modern games. Yeah, that's very true. Crawl equals a carrion crawler? Ooh, I found something. Copper. What is that? Oh. Let's give this to one of the mages. Maybe they can equip it. I'm assuming this copper, whatever this is better than cloth. There's probably no way to tell, is there? Oh, there we go. Absorb 6. Okay. Absorb 3. So yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, that's much improved. Gauntlet says anime doesn't do much for me either. I like the old school D&D style. And Percy says copper bracelets are armor for your mages and monk. And it is stronger. Why do I keep getting surprised? Whoops. Pitlord says, I like some old animes. Modern anime is just too generic and uninspired. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of shows that have... shows and games or whatever. They have a lot of diversity in the skills of the parties. You know, I don't like it when there's just one guy that does everything, or 4 guys or girls, whatever, that all look the same, and their skills are similar. Just, I don't know what it is. I think that's what makes some movies like The Goonies, I've said this before, so good, because they're all different and they all specialize in something. They all have character and personalities that are different, and it just makes it so much more interesting, because that's kind of how real life is, you know. Everybody's different, and everybody has something they can bring to the table that... Ooh. It's locked by the Mystic Key. I know I don't have that. Okay. Shot says, The Goonies was my jam as a kid. Okay, so muck, I think Percy was saying, is like black pudding, and if that's the case, I think lightning works well. At least against the Dungeons and Dragons black pudding. So we'll see. See if they followed the same rules. Ooh, 47 damage, wow. Yes! Muck is supposed to be great. Ooze, okay. I need to switch. Colin says Final Fantasy kept repeating, but the first one final. Yeah, you probably haven't been in the stream going what they were saying. It was supposed to be the last one. The last game they made. The company that made it. So that's why that happened. Hey Saztam, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? Saztam was streaming Dwarf Fortress earlier, and he spelled it D-W-O-R-F instead of D-W-A-R-F. Final game too. Weston, hey Weston, how are you doing? Weston says, if you haven't seen Reunited Apart episode for the Goonies, I recommend it. That sounds familiar, but I don't know. Yeah, I knew you were trying to reference Faxanadu. A lot of others on the stream may not know what I was talking about. The dwarf. Wow, all of these are locked. Okay. You're doing good? You just watched Jim Cotta? Michael says dwarf goes fishing with Tim Conway. You lost that one on me. Michael. Hey, Christopher's here. How you doing? Long time no see, Christopher. He says, ooh, this is the place where they go for your face. Yeah. So far, it's been going pretty well, but my magic's starting to get pretty low. Ooh, we just leveled up. Nice. Level 11. It's been a long time since the last level up. This is very welcomed. Nice. Hopefully that gives me more spells too, but probably not. Not right now. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Man, that's locked too. Michael says, Dorf was a comedy routine by the comedian Tim Conway. Oh, you mean Conway? Where he pretended to be a little person, a dwarf, that would get into trouble. Oh, okay. I never saw that before. I know who Tim Conway is, but... Christopher says, I usually grind to 12 or so before going here. Empty. Percy says, you'll need to backtrack once you have the key. Ah, okay. And then Saz says, isn't this the hardest dungeon of the game? I have no idea. Well, I may get a critical hit. Let's just do this. Of course, poisoned. And Christopher says it can definitely be the hardest. Ugh. Percy says this dungeon is pretty nasty for the party's power versus the monsters. Hardest dungeon for Dwarf. For Dorf, they raise the steps a bit. Christopher says, but I think the water temple can be way harder. And then Percy's had some bad experiences in the mid-game too. Too much poison. I'm gonna have to go back to town. I didn't want to have to do it, but I'm gonna run too low on all my potions and magic. Running into a war mech can be crazy, Christopher says. Yeah, I vaguely remember the war mech thing. No, what happened was, you're gonna laugh at this, but this is the game's weird flaw, quirk. So originally my white mage had a wooden hammer, right? So I get to this next town and there's an iron hammer. So I sell, I think I sold, no, I just bought the iron hammer and replaced it on the white mage. He can't use the iron hammer. So he can use a hammer made out of wood but not iron. So I have no way of buying a weapon for him now because the wooden hammer was like way back in an old town. It's just really dumb. Oh, only one pure, okay. I have to be careful to not get poisoned. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, it's just so dumb that they can use a wood hammer but not an iron hammer. Oh. I don't like this. Yeah, the white mage's muscles are too weak to hold an iron hammer. Alright. Let's get out of here. Remember, is this? Oh, we found a house in there. Nice. There was a house and a treasure chest, guys. Oh. There we go. Paralyzed. Yeah, I'm glad I cast these spells. Carrion Crawler can paralyze. Christopher says, stats not boosting spells bug doesn't seem like a big deal when you've always played the game the way it was released, but after having played a bug-fixed version, wow, mages are strong. Percy says, my belief is the house is a consumable Leomund's secure shelter. Yeah, exactly. Or like a pocket house. Yeah, I could buy that. They just don't say that, but... I'm thinking it's this. I think these can poison you. I hope I don't get poisoned. I don't want to take any chances. Let's do ice. Sadstam says, does cure heal damage undead in this game? No, it does not. And Christopher says, at least you have quite a few hit points. Yeah, you couldn't target enemies with cure heal until later games. Darn it, did I have to go north? I did. I was going the right way. Up here, maybe? Here we go. What? Ah, there's the stairs. Man, I wonder if I could run from these. There we go. Nice. Okay. We're off that level at least. I really need to get some level 2 spells with my white mage. It's completely useless. Nothing, okay. Michael says you should do an NES ROM hack video with this and beef up these guys. I think I'm out of magic points. Yeah. And lamp is useless. Items. You can't use this inside, right? Nope. Gosh, where's the exit? Ugh. Ah. Useless white mage. There we go. Ghouls are done. Yeah. They carry around a cabin in a house with them because of magic. Yep. Just make it like a portable one. Like in D&D, you know, you have the portable hole. Where you just bring it with you and throw stuff in it and take it out. That makes sense. Anti-gravity and volume objects. Yeah, bag of holding. Gosh, where are the stairs? I don't remember. Come on. Percy says, yeah, you could really use a bag of holding in this game. On the other hand, in the later games, you have unlimited inventory space. Michael says, I want some crazy rich person to model house property after some of these levels. There it is. Alright, we're almost out. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. We get surprised by ghouls that can paralyze us. Yep, just like that. Oh. Cheap. Cheap as can be. I have no way of curing that. I don't know if we can run either. I don't know if you can run. Oh, well, it's not going to matter because I just got paralyzed again. YOLO can't run. Paralyzed. YOLO can't run. Yeah, he's useless. He might as well try to run again. Because he has no weapon, he can't do any damage. Ha! Now he's paralyzed. Wow. Bane's gonna end up dying. Christopher says, yeah, I just run from these battles. Nothing like watching your party get beat down 3 hit points at a time. Yeah. My black belt is saving the day here. He's the only one that wasn't paralyzed. Leomund also had a plate and cup that could produce infinite consumables, Michael says. Man, DF, you're a noob. He's still stunned. Yeah, this is normal back in the day, guys. I mean, this has been easy compared to most RPGs I've played. Like Wizardry 5, this happened to you all the time when you come back out of the dungeon and you're trying to make it back up to the top. You'd get killed like right before you made it to the town. I think it's up here. Yeah. So I'm used to that kind of thing. Alright, we made it. So now we're going to use the house. Recovered. I'm still going all the way back to town because I need a lot more potions. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that the black belt in the beginning, the nunchucks worked pretty well. And pretty quickly they sucked compared to his unarmed ability. Alright, we got our magic back. Yes. We need potions. Christopher says, and houses are bugged. They save, then restore magic. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So if you shut down the game after save when you reload your magic spent. Man, this game had so many bugs. That's so lame. 8-Bit says, for sure, this would have been considered one of the easier RPGs back then compared to what was out. Yeah, it really was. I mean, I'm not saying it's super easy, but compared to those, it's in my opinion, easier. Christopher says, yeah, I don't play the original anymore. I only play the bug fix one. Yeah, I mean, that's... Why would you want to play one where the spells don't work the way they were intended? That's pretty dumb. I didn't know, or I would have patched this also before I played. But since I'm playing it now, I don't want to have to restart. So I'm just going to play with the bugs. And that's how I beat it originally. I had bugs and I didn't even know it. Hey, bruh. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? He says, easy for the time. Yes, that is true. Percy says, bugs, some poor translations, and a few censored bits. Yeah. Pitlord says, in Western RPGs, you can't grind that easy. Yeah, especially in the beginning. It's much harder to grind in Western RPGs in the beginning. Once you get a couple levels under your belt, then it becomes a lot easier. And 8-Bit says, if I were to play through the NES Final Fantasy 1, I'd use the bug fix ROM hack version for sure. Christopher says, not just that it's got weirdness with not applying stats to the spells, but there are spells that literally do nothing. Yeah, that's so dumb. Percy says the bug fix version also gives your character 6 letter slots. So you can have a more meaningful name instead of Joe, Brad. That's good to know. Zendertaker says Final Fantasy 1 grind is rewarding because you get to watch the cutest sprites ever do the charming little actions. Yeah, I don't mind grinding at all in this game. Some games it becomes a big chore. I mean, it's always a little bit of a chore, but it's not that bad in this game. All right. We made it back. That was a success. Let's see how much gold we have. 6,200. Nice. I'm going to go buy my house. First, before I save. And buy a ton of potions. Christopher says, my Final Fantasy 1 party names are always Todd, Clegg, Jayla, and Zaire? Is that how you pronounce that? Is there any significance to that? Or is it people you know? Obviously, I'm going to get poisoned a lot, so I need a ton of these. It's Hala and yeah, Zaire, okay. No one I know. I wanted my first black mage to be Xavier, but that one to okay. We will really be prepared now. We're gonna have a ridiculous number of potions. I think so, yes, Christopher. I think I do have the best gear. I have like a silver sword and I don't know. I've been finding stuff in the caves too. I just found a copper bracelet. So there's some things, there we go. Let me see what I have. So there's my weapons. And armor. That's what I got there. Pitlord says, in most Western RPGs, you gain less stats by leveling up. Your equipment matters more than stats from leveling up. And Shot says, when I grind in a JRPG, I'll spend a normal amount of time doing it, only to find out my normal was way too long and I'm overpowered. Yeah, that's true. Zendertaker says, the sense of progression in this game is so satisfying. Sometimes it feels like you're patrolling outside towns as a guard, and all of a sudden you're chock full of consumables and way stronger. Yeah, let's see how many I have. So 23 of each. And Saztam says, I might make silver swords and dwarf fortress to sell. That'd be cool. Can you actually do that? Christopher says, don't they sell a copper bracelet? I think they do. Yeah. I need to sell this knife I found too. Yeah, but I don't think I can afford it since I just spent all my money. Yeah. Yeah, JRPGs, they really do make you super overpowered when you level up. It's almost like superheroes or gods. Yeah, I've never played Final Fantasy VIII, Christopher. Tim says, yeah, they don't make good weapons, but the value is based on the value of the metal and quality. Oh, okay. It's interesting. Yeah, Saztam has been playing Dwarf Fortress on his channel. I want to go back and check out that video you did today. Saztam says, I got my party up to almost 10,000 hit points in Final Fantasy VI. Wow. She says Final Fantasy VIII's magic system is so complicated, but once you know it, it's easy to break. And Pitlord says that's why some encounters become super easy when you level up on JRPGs. You just gain too much stats. And Christopher says he hated Final Fantasy VII but loved 8. Yeah, 8-bit. I'm still using FCEUX emulator. I guess I'll use a Fire 2 here. They then stack on all the status effects and damage types to maximize damage in that area. It's good fun. Yeah, I love complicated games. I love games that have tons of conditions and there's tons of strategy. That's why I like Wizardry so much. And 8-bit says, I beat Final Fantasy VIII once last year, never again. I don't care for it. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll save it with a cabin. Alright. Here we go. This is a weird combination, I think. Let's do an ice on this one. Poison. Lord says, I bet you would like Vagrant Story. Zendertaker says, just went off screen. Showed characters on the battle screen. Adds a layer of entertainment. So, sorry, I missed your question or statement. Christopher says, I like Final Fantasy VIII even more because it was the first game I got my future wife to play with me. And it's a romance, so it was just fun to break it. It's got a lot of heartstrings tied to it as well. Alright, let's see here. These aren't that dangerous, so they don't paralyze you. Dragon Quest 8 is pretty cute so far, Christopher says. I'm only about 3 dungeons in, so it could get better or worse pretty quick. Alright, I gotta remember. That's how I get out of this place. Christopher got a little misty when Rhinoa was drifting in space. Paralyzed. Oh, he's unparalyzed. Seven hits. I wonder if I can run from these. It's a dead end. Alright, so all that's dead ends. Is that a dead end? Yep. Lee's the only one that ever seems to be able to run. I've already been in there. I think I've been in this one too. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, wizards. That's where silence would probably work pretty well. Let's try ice on them. The wizard's attacking with a weapon? Terminated. Pretty easy. Percy says the wizards are misnamed. They can't guess spells. That's funny. We found crown. Oh, that's what I was supposed to bring back, I think, to that one person up north, if I remember right. So I guess I'm done with this area. Unless I stumble across a key. There might be some good equipment in those one locked doors, I guess. Let's see if I can run. Gold. Yeah, my guess is I probably will, when I give the crown to that person, he'll probably give me some key. And then I can come back here if I want. And go into those treasure chests. Something like that. Percy says, you're done with the cave. Sastam says, weird, I thought there was a boss fight there. And maybe those were the bosses. Wizards that don't cast spells. Christopher says, I won't ruin anything for anyone, but yeah. Yeah, I was speculating. I appreciate that, Christopher. Because yeah, I don't like spoilers. But I figured that's probably what was happening. Let's see here. Item... Pure. Alrighty, let's see. I think there are some more down here. Yeah, these are the ones I can't get in, that I need the key. More poison, most likely. From the werewolves. I knew it. I wish it didn't change my party order. That's just tedious. Every time I gotta go in here and change the order. That does not help me to enjoy the game. It always says close call. Ah. Random encounters can be quite tedious when it's the kind where the monsters just suddenly appear. It's like, come on. I've saved my big guns. Arm 2 coming your way. It's funny, it's called Bone. We're fighting some bones. Our bones. The R in bones are called bloody bones in the remake. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of games have like red skeletons, like Castlevania 2. Or Castlevania 1 has red skeletons even. Only in this one, they're not invincible. Why do I keep getting surprised? Is it because I don't have like a thief or rogue in my party? Do they prevent you from being surprised? It seems like it happens all the time. Why are there tree stumps everywhere, Michael says. They do look like tree stumps. Black belt punching tree stumps. Christopher says Thief is a pretty bad class until class change. Then he's just a bad black mage on top of a bad melee. That's funny. Oh, you're talking about the background here. Oh, I see. Percy says I think they're supposed to be stalactites. Those would be stalagmites, right? Yeah, stalagmites come up off the ground. It's funny. Thief's terrible, Percy says. That's why I didn't pick him, because I figured he would be. In most games, thieves and rogues are crap. They just have like one goal, and that's to disarm traps and pick locks. It's always disappointing. Christopher says the red mage is better than the thief. That's the other funny thing, is that they throw thief and rogue in the same category. Oh, this is a pain. Let's see. I have another arm too. Percy says the rogue is useless in the first Bard's Tale, since one of your spellcasters can just use a spell. Yeah, with the trilogy though, they fixed that. The trilogy remake, they fixed it and made it backwards compatible like it was in 3 all the way back to the first one. So now rogues are actually good in the first part of the Bard's Tale 1. Christopher says the Neverwinter Nights rogue was good. And Shot says when you know how to use them in the gold box games, the thieves backstabbing is wonderful. Yes, that is true. That is true. They can use wands too, like certain wands in Pool of Radiance that some of the other characters can't, I think. Okay, we made it out, guys. I really don't even need to use my house. I can save it. Christopher says, I guess it's just D&D rogues are good. And all the other games, they're trash. Yeah. And Christopher says, if you put points in use magic device, rogues become ridiculously versatile. Yeah. That's true. I have to switch them all around. There we go. Hey, Kenadon, welcome to the stream. How are you? He says, did anybody try to solo this with a red mage? Became too tedious for me. I definitely have not. Christopher says, until you face undead, then they are pretty terrible unless you have a very specific equipment. And Christopher says, I've beaten Final Fantasy 1 with a full party of every class. Oh, okay, cool. Glad you're doing fine, Kenadon. Christopher says, Red Mage wasn't terrible, but not the worst. Worst was Thief, okay. Napit says, would you ever do an all-white mage playthrough of this game? No, I don't think so. I have too many games on my list and that would just be a waste of my time. It just wouldn't be fun. Shad says, I hated that I had to have a Thief in Might and Magic 7 because only they could master Disarm. When a game only has 4 character spots, I don't like the game forcing that. Yeah, I agree. I don't like when games force you to have a configuration. That really bugs me. At least not the whole game. If you could like swap a character out for a short period of time in the game and then swap them back in, I'm okay with that. But if it forces you to do something throughout, like you can't switch them out at some point, then that sucks. Kendanon says, last time I played, I did 2 warriors and a white and black mage. Yeah, it seems like we'll see how the black belt does late game, but so far my warrior seems a little bit better. Except the black belt has not been getting paralyzed as often, which is weird. Christopher says black mages were surprisingly good if you run a lot of dungeons. White mages get pretty sturdy. Natebit says, LOL, I hear you. It would take forever to kill enemies with 4 white mages. Yeah, it would just be major time consumption for no fun. And Christopher says 4 black belts is probably the easiest. Ah, because you never have to buy any gear. That makes sense. 8-Bit's last playthrough was the Game Boy Advance version. 2 warriors, red mage and white mage. Great party. Alright. Let's see, how are we on gold? 7,200 gold, nice. So I could actually go buy one of those bracelets now. Yeah, I'll probably be stopping the stream in just a couple minutes, guys, just an FYI. Let's make sure that he... Yeah, he has copper. Okay, cool. So sell Bye. There we go. Okay, nice. We'll buy a few more potions. Some people actually try to do that though, Deforte. Some even do solo white mages. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can believe it. There's people that do all kinds of crazy things. I mean, if you enjoy that and because of the challenge, that's fine, but it just feels like a waste of time to me. Because all you have to do in these games is grind up. You're just putting time into it. I hate to say it, but there's really not a whole lot of skill and strategy in the actual fights in the JRPGs like this. And again, I know this isn't a JRPG, but it's a simple tactics with combat. So it's just time. As opposed to like Wizardry 8, where you actually have to use strategy and stuff. You know, that's fun for me. Because it's difficult. I'm not saying I don't enjoy games like this, because that's why I'm playing it, but I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to make my life any harder on purpose, where I just have to put more time into it. It'd be a waste of my time. I hope that makes sense. Kenadon says, same here, it's got to have a fun factor. Wizardry 8 battles were too long for me. Yeah, some of them can last over an hour. And Percy says, a bit Disney-ish aesthetically for my taste. I guess he's talking about Final Fantasy IX? Okay, good, 8-bit. I'm glad you understand. I'm going to buy another one of these too while I'm here. And let's get a cabin. Okay. Alright, guys, I think we're in good shape. Christopher says that's why I like Mind Magic 6. And Pitlord says, yeah, Final Fantasy IX is a lot like a Disney movie. Steiner reminds you of Inspector Gadget 8-bit? That's funny. Okay, guys. That was huge progress. So I'll save my save state. And thanks for the chat, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to continue this chat here, go over to the Discord channel. But thanks for the chat and the fun, and I will see you guys next time.